Anyway, welcome to today's live stream where we are going to be working on our roller coaster and all sorts of other super awesome things. And welcome back to Scarland. We've got our roller coaster project nearly complete. Just imagine, just 1 year ago, this was a flat landscape. Just a flat landscape where I elevated the land so it was just this platform that we could create something cool on. And look at this. This was a flat land. There was just a flat plane of Minecraft blocks, and now we've got something that kind of feels realistic, feels natural. As you can see down in the right hand corner, that area is not so pretty, but over in the middle here, looking pretty super duper awesome. But yeah, let's get this started. So we're going to head down to the show scenes of the roller coaster. Now down at the show scenes, that's where we are going to work on just a few odds and ends, and then we're going to come top side and work on some stuff up top. And then of course by the end of the stream we are going to work on something's in my eye, so that's a thing. We're going to work on the powered rail. So we're going to get the roller coaster going so that we can make it all the way to the station. As you know, at this point we can't get all the way to the station. If we get on the roller coaster, it ends a little bit before that because we don't have all the powered rails set up and ready to go. So yeah, how are you guys doing today? Any fun and exciting plans for you guys today? Anything fun planned for the weekend? I really want to go somewhere and look for lighting. Yes, I would like to work on my lighting for my setup. So I have a lamp right here, and then I have the wonderful window in front of me. It provides a little bit of light, but when it comes to streaming at night or something along those lines, not so great. So I want to work on getting some more natural light, like some like white light instead of like the yellow light that fluorescent bulb can come out. So working on getting something like that set up, and hopefully we can maybe work on that this weekend. You're going to LA on Monday. Awesome. Hopefully, maybe for vacation. Hopefully, maybe. I know it's in LA, or at least I know it's just on the outskirts of LA. Disneyland. But anyway, this is where I want to work today. So this little section right here, in this little cave here, what I'm thinking, and let me know what your thoughts are, if we did some sea monster tentacles coming down, trying to reach for you above the water, wouldn't that be kind of awesome? Wouldn't it? Maybe just a little bit. Then we'll work on these sections along here and just kind of clean it up and hopefully make it look nice. So let's head over to our temporary Scars crafting headquarters down in the deep sea. And Sam, thank you so much for following the stream. I appreciate that. Hopefully you enjoy. All right, let's get some supplies. I'm just going to bring out just a couple of these guys. There we go. Because I want to work on the actual water ceiling. There's a few areas in that we need to work on. So I'm going to grab some bubbles. Awesome. And then we'll sneak on down here and grab a little bit of you. There we go. Wonderful, wonderful. There we go. Grab some of you, and we'll sneak on over here and grab some sand. Wonderful, wonderful. So I recorded my first episode of Kingdom Craft with the Goodwill's Night, of course, and Iskull and Cubfan, and it was super fun. It was one of the actually one of the few times that I've really kind of like done like a really collaborative video, so it was fun. Like when it first started, I was kind of weirded out because I'm not used to playing Minecraft with other people, so I was like watching other people walking around like that. I was like, oh, that's an interesting experience. I like it. I like this. I want to do more of these. So yeah, I'm really excited to be on Kingdom Craft and to be able to build with such an awesome group of people. So first episode goes up tomorrow. Second episode goes up on the Monday. Still needs to be edited properly. It's about halfway edited, so that's the thing. Still looking about here for what I need. Grab an extra slice of ice. There we go. Looking good, looking good. I'm still looking for what I need and I can't find it. There it is. Awesome. I needed some seaweed. Wonderful. And then I would love to have, are you serious? One piece of diorite? There we go. So Iskull apparently really loves diorite, it turns out, on Kingdom Craft. So this is in honor of Iskull. I'm gonna grab this beautiful diorite. Yeah, he's a huge fan. Like, he really likes how the textures kind of come together. It's a thing. I wish he was here. He would love me talking about that. All right, let's sneak inside here. There we go. All right, so let's get to work in here. So this is bland, boring, so we need to start to kind of spruce it up a little bit. Let's have a little steak. There we go. Awesome. Hey, Berlin, what's up? How are you today? How are you doing? The Mob Hammer, welcome. Codster, what's up? What is up? There we go. I didn't do very good with my introductions today, so I'm sorry. So sorry. There we go. Put those across there. All right, so let's start carving this section out a little bit. There we go. MG, how are you? How are you? It's great to see everybody again. It's been a little while. It has been a little while since our last stream, actually, so it's great to see everybody again. And so, I don't know if you guys saw it, but I did stream, actually, a little bit of the Battlefront. As you know, I've been talking about this for a very long time. I've been very, 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 very excited for the new Star Wars game, Battlefront. But I'm just, you know, I'm not going to say I'm underwhelmed, but I just worry about it a little bit. There doesn't seem to be a lot to it, unfortunately. And I hope I'm wrong. I really do. I really hope I'm wrong because I want to love this game a long time. But, I don't know. I'm a little iffy on it. That's why I want to play it again. I want to play it again with you guys. Maybe we can get some scars into the game. That would be amazing. So maybe we'll do that tonight. Maybe we'll jump on and do a little surprise stream a little later tonight with a little Battlefront late night action. Maybe might be fun. Who knows? That might be a great time. What did you miss, Daniel? Not much, actually. We just kind of talked to her a little bit, and then we just started working on the interior here. So this, of course, is the roller coaster show scene just before you go into the last kind of sea monster scene. We're going to kind of make some sand kind of dip down around the track, and then we're going to have little sea monster tentacles kind of coming down, doing their little sea monster thing. So that's what we're going to work on. And I think it'll be coming out pretty cool. Is this my own texture pack? It is, actually. Well, it's just kind of a little bit of modification on the original Minecraft default texture pack. It's nothing too fancy, just a couple little tweaks here and there. Most of the tweaks that I've done, you know, to just somebody who just whips on the texture pack and looks around, they probably wouldn't even notice a difference. But they're just little nitpicky things that I don't like in the default texture pack that I fixed. Just small little color, you know, changes and things like that. There we go. Put that around there. Looking good, looking good. And they put that across there. And yeah, so as you can see, we're just kind of building up some sand dunes, kind of getting that all arranged and ready to go. There we go. Get that across there. Beautiful. And then we'll swap in a little there, and we need to swap in a little bit right about there. Awesome. Sweet. Okay, that is kind of how I want it. There we go. Sweet. Okay, let's see. Yeah, great. Okay, these little corners up here is where I wanted to work now. So let's grab a little bit of dirt. There we go. And we're going to jump up here. And as you can see, these little sections right here, I just want to kind of clean this up a little bit. There we go. And you know who we haven't seen yet today is that's our good friend Bob the Building Creeper Inspector. No, we have not. And you know what? I feel like that's a good day. It's a good day when you don't have to deal with Bob the Building Creeper Inspector, of course. Put a little bit of... Oh, that's a torch. That's a torch. That's not good. That's not good. I'm glad we caught that really quick there. Do I practice build or do I do it more of an improv? I would say it's a mixture of both. For certain builds, it just pretty much requires practice a couple times to really kind of nail a particular thing. Say the s'more house, for instance. That is a house that I built probably about 60 to 70% of before I started because I really wanted to nail down the design. But for smaller builds like, say, a bedroom or a kitchen, things like that, I can usually just whip those together. But sometimes I will build those pre-hand so that I know that it's all going to fit within the space that it's in. For this design, it's mostly just improv as I go through here. Like when we worked on the archway, you know, kind of improv, when we worked on all these little pillars, when we worked on these boats, these are just super easy to just kind of throw together like this broken ship, things like that. But for more complex things like the s'more house, different things like that, I do pre-build those things. So it's kind of a mixture of both. All right, there we go. Did I do breaststroke in swimming? I was actually fairly good at breaststroke, and then I kind of messed my knee up a little bit, and it was much more difficult. So in swimming, there's you have what do you have? You have butterfly, you have backstroke, you have breaststroke, and freestyle. Those are the competitive strokes. I was okay at all of them, so I loved doing the IM, which was butterfly, backstroke, breaststroke, freestyle, and it was the 200. Well, back in the day, you could do the 100, which was one of my favorites. But there was the 200, the 400 of that, and the 400 is grueling. If you're a swimmer and you know about the 400 IM, that is a grueling, grueling set because there are 4 laps in a 25-meter pool of butterfly, and it is absolutely grueling because back in the day, I was really kind of terrible at butterfly, and then when I grew, once I started kind of like getting older into my later teens, I became better at that once my arms kind of grew. But but in the original Scar, back when I was like 12, and I did the 400 for the first time, 400 IM, oh, it's absolutely grueling. But yeah, I did like breaststroke quite a bit. There we go. And we'll just put this along there. But I would think by the time I was just about done swimming before I got sick, well, I wasn't done. I was planning on doing a lot more, but unfortunately I got sick, wasn't able to continue. But I was actually doing pretty well at distance swimming. So if you're unfamiliar with distances, that is just long distance swimming. So something like 800 mile, 1500. I don't even know. Maybe they even changed some of these things. It's been a while since I haven't really kept up with swimming that much, so a little bit off. Do I know my times? That is a good question, and I'm trying to remember. I just feel like if I say something, I'm going to say, oh, hello, welcome to Scar's Inventory. I will use you for shears for sure. I know, I just don't want to say something ridiculous about times and be like way off. And be like, no, Scar, that is like, you know, they're like, no, Scar, that's way off. So that's why I'm like reluctant to say till I know exactly what they were. There we go. I'm almost feeling like the 200. I was close to breaking 2 minutes, but I can't remember 100%. I can't remember. Am I way off in that time? I might be. Zombie Extreme, welcome back. Welcome, it's great to have you. There we go, put that across there. But yeah, let me know, what is a 500 freestyle? So if you're familiar with swimming, what is your 500 freestyle time? And if I can gauge the general, because I have an idea what it was, but I don't want to say it because I don't want to say something ridiculously wrong. So if you guys do that, what is your 500 freestyle time? There we go. There we go. Almost 200 viewers. That's awesome. That is awesome. Thank you so much for the support, guys, and coming out. And hopefully you enjoy the stream, of course. And yeah, that's actually pretty good for not being able to stream for so long, being at TwitchCon and getting everything all set back up once we got back and all that good stuff. Were I good at art? I love art, and I actually haven't done a ton of painting recently, nor photography, but that is something we're going to do more of on the channel, which I'm really excited about. Once I kind of get some more equipment set up, I will have an easier time doing those types of things, and it'll be fun, just kind of casual streams or videos where we do some painting, or Scar Adventures on YouTube where we go and do a photography adventure. I think those would be pretty fun. A 5:03, a 5:58. What was my time? Okay, so that makes sense. That makes sense. So what I was thinking, it wasn't too far off. It wasn't too far off. I gotta look it up. I'll look it up. I have a trophy. I've made MVP in swimming in my freshman year. You know what I should do? I should post the picture on Twitter, but Photoshop my name out of it and put Good Times with Scar. That'd be great. That'd be great. Awesome. I'm liking this. It has a nicer feel in here. Let's work on the seaweed now. Let's move out here. Let's get this all going in there. And yeah, looking good, looking good. Okay, sweetie, sweet, sweet, sweet. All right. Start to bring these pieces up. But yeah, I was kind of proud. I made a state in the 500 freestyle my freshman year. But unfortunately, in the next year, I got sick. So didn't get to continue that. I didn't make finals at state, but I was like 3 away from finals in my freshman year. There we go. Nice, sweet. You love this build? Well, thank you. I'm so glad you enjoy it. I spent way too much time on it, but I'm kind of glad we did spend the extra time so that it, you know, kind of has a nice feel to it, and all the details are appropriate and in place as they should be. And yeah, it took a long time, but I'm happy with the way things came out. This looks really weird. Maybe not put that there, Scar. There you go. Look at, I can go like that. Oh no, the Scar mistakes are piling up. We got Scar mistake alert. There we go. Nice, that's what I want. Awesome, okay. This part needs to be a little bit more carved out. There we go, sweet. Oh yeah, Wells is working on a new pack, MG. Has he released that? I haven't heard yet, or is it still deep in the process of the Wells Laboratories of building? There we go. Start to kind of add those little designs like that to the cave walls here. Oh, hello, you're not supposed to be there. There we go. Sweet. Scar mistake number 1. Yes, we are racking up the Scar mistakes at this point. I think that's actually 2. So yeah. So have you guys got, oh no, Wells said it's still in early development, so it's still in the Wells development laboratories. So have you guys had a chance yet to see today's Shaders tour of Scarland yet? Anybody yet? This has been super requested for a long time, so I wanted to save it for 200,000 subscribers. Once I started to record it, I quickly realized that we're gonna have to do this in 2 parts, because Scarland has grown extensively since our last tour. So it doesn't take like 15 or 8 minutes like it used to. It takes 45 to an hour to tour Scarland now. And that's a little long for a video, so I decided to split it up so it's not so much to digest in one video. So we'll have 2 videos, and that's better. Now we have 2 awesome videos to watch. There we go. And then I'll put that right there. Awesome, sweet. Now that you liked it, the shaders look cool. Yeah, I've been kind of considering using them in Scarland now, but that's something I want to get your guys' opinion on before I ever do something like that, because that's a big change, and I don't want to do something that you guys don't want to see, so we'll kind of work on that. So, TwitchCon, I never finished with that. I saw this music we're playing right now, Approaching Nirvana. I saw one of the guys, and I was too embarrassed to say hi. I wanted to. I was like, hey man, thank you for being awesome and making cool music and allowing streamers and YouTubers to use it, but he was getting water and I didn't want to bother him. I saw him. I was like, oh yeah. So not only will the Shaders Tour be part of the Scar 200,000 appreciation series for 200,000 subscribers, I also planned on doing some other things. So one of the things you guys have been requesting quite often is a day in the life. So if you're unfamiliar with what those are, they're just kind of show what you do in your day. You know, from the minute you wake up to the minute you go to bed. You know, it's of course not 24-hour video, which might be interesting. Anyway, let me see. I need a block back there. It's hurting me that it's not there. It's hurting me inside. But anyway, it's a video just kind of shows the day in the life of what you do, what you know, how you make videos, to how you do your daily stuff. So I think that might be kind of fun. I've got a bunch of new camera equipment, so it makes life a little easier. And of course, there would be a gaming setup tour in there. I don't have the fanciest game setup over here. Like, it's not like super fancy. It's really kind of like, you know, you see on the internet, you see a lot of like super fancy setups and things, but that's not a working environment by any means. I can guarantee you that. When people do like setup tours and they look super fancy, that's made for the video. Right now, my entire space is just a cluster of mess. Like just, you know, paperwork, contracts. I've got 1,000 sticky notes right here of like Minecraft like coordinates, dimensions for builds. I've got graph paper piled up in this zone over here. It's a huge mess. So I might clean it up a little bit, but it won't be super fancy because it's a studio. Make a lot of content out of this spot. There we go. Sweet. Hey, look at this. Starting to kind of feel kind of nice. Ooh, a shaders poll. I want to look at the shaders poll. There we go. I will vote. There we go. Oh, hello. Make sure you guys vote in the shaders poll. F1, the super duper awesome mod. Put that in there. Thank you. How do you deal with bullying? That is an interesting question. That is an interesting question. I think everyone deals with bullying, of course, in their own way. I'll tell you how I at least do it. And so, you know, you can take, you know, you can listen, you know, saying maybe that'll work, maybe that won't work, but you can at least use it and hopefully maybe start the process in your own mind of dealing with it for yourself. When I was bullied a lot in swimming, a lot when I was a kid, I was the youngest person on the swim team by at least 5 years. So I was constantly picked on. I hated going to swimming for a while because I love swimming, but I hated going because I was the youngest by far. And you know, there was times when I just did not want to go, but my parents always, you know, always insisted to, you know, Scar, you go. They didn't actually call me Scar, but they would, you know, be insistent. You got to keep going. You can't let that get to you. You have to keep on pushing. You know, you never let it get to the point where a bully is physically hurting you or very emotionally damaging you. That's the point where you have to like intervene and stop being just tough it out type of phase, because there's kind of two phases of dealing with them. There's just kind of like, oh yeah, not listening to you, not letting it bother me. And there's the phase where, yeah, this person is like physically or emotionally damaging you, and then you have to do something. You can't let that continue. You can't just be like, oh, just let it go, let it forget about it. So there's two kind of phases of dealing with a bully. And I dealt with mostly just kind of them just picking on me all the time, and it was just me ignoring them. And every time they picked on me, I would just make myself a little bit stronger. Each time I would be inoculated to the next, you know, time that they picked on me. So it may have hurt, like they may have, you know, knocked me down a little bit every time, but I used that to get stronger. Every time, like, oh, you used that insult last time, I'm not affected by it. Eventually they run out of insults and they stop bothering you when you stop reacting to those. And that's the kind of bullying that I dealt with mostly in that case. Like I said before, if there's bullying and they're physically hurting you, very much emotionally hurting you, that's when you have to have your parents or somebody at school or something do something about it, because you can't let that happen. But if it's just people just saying stupid stuff, you know, trying to annoy you, that's the time you just ignore it and be like, really? That again? Use that last week. Really? You're gonna have to come up with something better than that, bro. You're gonna have to come up with something better than that, bro. There we go. Sweet. Awesome. That's looking good. And yeah, so just use every time they hit you, you use that as kind of a vaccine, if you will. Each time they hit you, that's a vaccine towards the next time they try, and maybe it won't get you as much that second time. Can I make a server? I would like to make a server sometime. I've said that for a long time. It's just, I have so much kind of going on. I would need to have a lot of help with it. There has been a lot of interest on creating like a sub server, things like that. That is something that I've considered doing. So I would keep tuned for that there may be a subscriber server, something like that, to kind of thank subscribers. So we might do something like that. We'll see. If somebody offered to host, I have a server I was given a long time ago, like when I first started by a company, and it just sits there. It's not something that I don't really use it, but it's not something that could hold a lot of people that I would need. I would need to do something different for like a sub server. So yeah, something like that might happen, but we'll see. There we go. Looking good. How do you guys think this is looking? Looking good? Are we getting some nice detail built up in here? Patron server? Yeah, maybe. We'll probably start with just maybe like subscribers on Twitch just to kind of feel it out, kind of do like a beta program. That's a good way of kind of gauging if it's something that I want to do. There we go. Sweet. Awesome. All right, let's have a little lunch break here. Have a little steak. And you know what I'm kind of feeling like right now? I'm kind of feeling like some roller coaster hype. Are we ready for some roller coaster hype? I feel like it's time to ride the roller coaster. We have not ridden the roller coaster yet today, and I kind of feel like it is way overdue. So let's do it. Let's head off, get on ourselves a roller coaster car, and we'll have some fun. All right, so let's work our way up out of here. I love this spot right here. I decided to use torches later on because glowstone was just kind of unrealistic, but it's kind of like show lighting. So if you look like, you know, of course, behind like a theater production or like a ride at Disneyland or something like that of a roller coaster, you see like the show lighting. When you look this way, you know, of course, you don't see the lights. You just see the rock and all the cool little details. But when you look from the reverse side, you see all the, you know, all the little details and all the stuff that actually make it tick. Oh, I've fallen in the water reading the chat. Why does this always happen? Every time I try to read the chat, I fall in lava, I fall in the water, fall off a cliff. Hello there, little zombie. What are you doing to that torch? We need to sleep because I'm not going on that. Whoa, that is a lot of zombies, and that is a fully decked out zombie with the full on armor. Look how fancy you are. Look at you. That's a rare zombie to behold. Wow. I kind of want to save him. I wish I had a name tag. He could be my little zombie friend. Like in The Walking Dead, the one person with the samurai sword, how she had those zombies that followed her around. I don't even want to kill him. He's so awesome. So fancy. Peaceful mode. Nah, we would get lonely if we were in peaceful mode. Oh, we would get lonely without our friends. Even though sometimes our friends turn out to be enemies and they try to blow us up and attack us, but we would be lonely without our mob friends. I don't have any boots. Oh, the zombie didn't have any boots. Maybe we could give the zombie some boots. I don't have any boots. Maybe I do have some boots. Let's see if I have any worthless boots. Yeah, we'll give him these ones for fun. And I'll give you the bones in return. There we go. It's a trade. Good old ender chest trading. He probably despawned. Did our zombie friend despawn? I'm so sad he did. Yeah, I'm sure he did. We walked quite a way. Oh, there he is! Hello, Marshmallow. How are you? Here you go. It's for you. I'm giving you the shoes. I'm giving you shoes. You don't have any shoes on. That hurts. I can tell. Uh-oh. 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 We got Creeper Inspector inbound. I wanted to give him the shoes. I feel like he's hurting his feet. It's hurting him. I feel bad about it. I don't even know what... I'm just gonna leave. I'm just gonna leave them to their own devices. He doesn't want shoes. Apparently he likes slivers and all sorts of good stuff hurting his feet, unfortunately. We need a bridge. I need to build some bridges in Kingdom Craft also. We need to go bridge crazy. We need bridges for days. You know, I tried to give him those. Tried to, but no. Yeah, the shoes are the wrong color, but they were diamond. I thought he would like those. I thought it was a good gesture. King of Hearts, well, thank you so much for following. I appreciate that. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. All right, do we need to take the chicken exit? Does anybody need to take the chicken exit? Are anybody scared to go on the ride? Are we good? No? Okay, awesome. Awesome. We'll go through the ride here. Good. I just had to make sure that there was no chickens and that nobody wanted to ride the ride. Oh, apparently the fighter jets are taking off. The I think they're like F-15s that go out of PDX. They're super fun to watch, especially where like there's like a Best Buy like at the end of the runway. So if you go to Best Buy, you can watch the fighter jets take off. Oh, they're so awesome! In another life, my friends, another life. Scar would. Another life, Scar would have been a pilot. Another life. Another life, my friends, with my nice aviators. What happened to the falling tree bridge? We haven't made it yet. I love the roller coaster. It's too much fun. But yeah, fighter jets, quiet down. We're doing a stream in here. Whoa, a little lag in that corner and it just launched us around that edge. Oh, that was awesome. We gotta build that sea monster. I'm just really reluctant to build it because I'm not great at building like statuary, like real life type things. Like I'm just not that great at it. So, yeah. Aviator Scar emoticons. That's awesome. And yeah, I think we have like you get emoticons in like number of subscribers, and we're like a little bit off from getting 2 more. So yeah, soon we'll get another stack. Build a shark. I like that. That might be kind of cool. Kind of looking around under the roller coaster or under the ship getting attacked. That might be kind of cool. But like I said, I'm not very good at building those types of things. Do you want to see emoticons of me? Because I didn't think anybody wanted an emoticon on my face. So, I don't know. I can always replace any of the current ones with a face, if that's something you guys want to see. Oh, F1, you have like the cutest dog of like all time. F1 has like the cutest dog of all time. So this area needs more work. So as you can see, like this area is just kind of bland and boring. So this area is kind of like a palette of material ready to go and ready for, you know, some scarifying, some scar-tastic design applied to it. Oh, the one that's oh, let me take a look. Let me take a look. Let me see which one you were referring to. Let me look. Let me look. You said it was the one with the Facebook icon. Let me check. Let me check here. Oh, yes, that one. Yeah. If that's that, see, I can only have 4 at this point. There's a limit of how many you can have depending on how many subscribers a channel has. So I can only have 4, and I went back and forth like on that one. I was like, do people want to see a face or do they want to see Jellie? So yeah, I kind of went back and forth a little bit on the emoticons. Yeah, so we can always kind of adjust them, see which one you guys like better. Yeah, if there's something you guys ever want to see changed or done better, just send me a message. Send me a message on Twitter, send me a message on Twitch. I don't get very many messages on Twitch, so that's a secret great place to send me messages because I do check that every week before I stream, and there's never that many messages, so that's a secret way of getting a hold of me easier, making sure that I see the message. So, oh, I worked on this area. Because if you send me on something on YouTube or sometimes on Twitter, things go kind of quick and I can miss stuff. This area, I just kind of decorated this area. This is going to be a little stream of water through here. So this took about 2 hours to kind of get this all settled, but at least it looks better than just a giant green field. So that's a thing. Will I build something in the Nether? I'm not a huge fan of... Oh, hello down there, Bob. I see you. I saw you through that little crack. Not a huge fan of the Nether, but maybe someday. Like, I've said that a million times. We might build something in the Nether, but we'll see. Do I have my texture pack up for download? It's been up for download for over a year now, actually. You can just search in the YouTube's Good Times with Scar texture pack, and you'll find a video where I kind of show off what's in it and all that good stuff. So yeah, just search Good Times with Scar's texture pack and you'll find it. And of course, the Scarland download will be available actually fairly soon because we're coming to an end with the roller coaster. Oh, thanks, F1. Minecraft My Life, welcome to the stream. How are you? What are we building today? We are working on the roller coaster down in our show scene. We're finishing up the last one on this trail along here. We are kind of getting the walls settled, adding the sand, all that good stuff. Now we're going to add a couple quick little tentacles of the sea monster, trying to reach down and grab the minecart as we zip by. So that's what I want to do now. I want to maybe add one here and maybe one there. It's kind of depending on what you guys think. This might look awful or it might look nice. We'll see. Gotta try it to see, right? How do I get back to my crafting headquarters? How do we get back there? It's everything's starting to be like built up now, so it's hard to get back to my secret door. There we go. I need to go grab some clay, and I don't think I have any here. Is the roller coaster going to get bigger? Well, the main structural track is complete, so it's not going to get any taller, but there's a lot more caves to work on and things like that. Ah, wonderful. Let's clear out our inventory for now. Let's put our boots back in there. That was sad. I mean, we tried to give zombie boots, but he wasn't having any of it. Not one bit. Okay, let's grab out a little bit of green. Let's grab out a little light green. And let's do just a smidge bit of red. Wonderful, let's move out. Oh, the sandstorm emblem. I love the little sandstorm emblem now after, because that's where my panel was. The TwitchCon was the Sandstorm Theater. And actually, let's take a quick stop here. This is my super cool little badge from TwitchCon. And then a guy, actually one of Twitch's guys in charge of marketing, he gave me that pin. Kind of cool. And then they gave me that little sandstorm emblem too for the doing the panel. So I thought that was kind of cool. All right, let's get back to work. Is 1.9 out? It's not official. Oh! I think he was asleep. I think Bob was asleep. Bob was totally asleep. He didn't even realize it was me, and he wanted to hurt me so bad. Get out of here. Bob. You were just hanging out down here. He was measuring this, trying to make sure this was up to code, so he was measuring it. Turned out, Bob, didn't it? Turned out I was ready for you. Okay, so this might look great. It also might look incredibly awful. So you are gonna have to help me with this. So get close to the screens. Get close to your screens because I'm gonna need some help here. I'm gonna build up a little scaffolding so we have a little something to walk on. There we go. All right, so improv time. Improv building with Scar. So let's actually cut this out just a little bit so we have a little more room. There we go. We're gonna work this down. Okay. So kind of feeling with me at this point, getting the idea here. So these are kind of reaching down. So as you can see, these are kind of reaching down. And we want to use a little bit of our green clay like that to give it just a little bit more dimension. So let's move back over here a little bit down. And then I'm just gonna kind of reach this block like so. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. I wish we had half slabs of this because that would make it just a lot easier. You could really kind of make it look like it gets skinnier as it goes down. But unfortunately, Mojang doesn't seem to want to give us half slabs of hardened clay. As much as we may request and beg of them, they shall never respond in kind. All right, let me jump up here. I just want this to read right to the viewer. You know, when you're riding it, you're like, oh, that's a sea monster tentacle. It's kind of like, does it look like that? Maybe not, but we'll see if we can make it look like that. It's kind of the question. When will the gaming setup? The gaming setup is a day in the life. That video will probably be. This is getting way too wide. That video could probably be up this week or next week. I'm not quite sure. I don't know. I'm just not liking it. I mean, in stud tech, I feel like I can make this look like a tentacle kind of coming down because I could use carpenter's blocks and skinny it up. But in Minecraft, we have limited options on making this look like. In normal Minecraft, we have limited options in this tight space. Like if we were outside, it would be one thing. We could really kind of cut this back a little bit and make it super duper skinny maybe. Let's try something like that. What if we came back a little bit from the back end over here? There we go. What if we did something like this? Loop it around, come on. Bring it like that, just kind of, and then kind of carve out the extra pieces. I don't know, I'm not 100% satisfied with the way this is coming out. You know, I know how I'm going to do the main sea monster, but this one is tricky. Add buttons for suction cups. Yeah, that's what we have on the upper level, on the sea monster that's crushing the ship. Like the little buttons look great as like suction cups, or maybe even like little like teeth. Like they have like little claws too. What is this? This looks like a sea, or is this like Sesame Street? Yeah, let me see what we can do here. I don't know. It's just this space is so tight that it's difficult to really get any like kind of realistic look to it. There we go. I'm becoming too much of a mod player apparently because I keep thinking of ways I could do this in stud tech and I can't figure out how to do it in normal Minecraft. Oh, that's not good, right? That's not good. I'm not 100% opposed to what this looks like. Let's actually back the scaffolding out so we can look from afar. We could kind of play with that a little bit. We could think about it. If we do stay with that design, we could do one over here. You only see it for a split second, and then like Wells said, we can do a couple of suction cups here. So let's do one of those like we did up top, and we'll get rid of our scaffolding for just a second. Never fear, we'll be back. Never fear, we'll get it back. So you can do something like that. Let's sneak one on the bottom. There we go. And then yeah. I think that'll be good. Get rid of that. Where's my scaffolding? Oh, there it is. All right, I am just putting a block there. I'm tired of jumping. So what do you guys think? I'm no longer just a playlist. That is the funniest thing I've seen today. That's great. Yes, I am actually live. This is live Scar right now. Actually, in the future, you're probably watching this on the playlist, and I'm not live, so I'm sorry. But yes, I'm actually live at this point if you're watching it. I love the playlist feature. I think that's one of the most amazing things, and I think it's great for keeping a channel alive when you're away or something along those lines, like if you're on vacation or if you're sick or something like that. I think that's a great feature. The only problems with it are it doesn't really tell you if the person's live or not. I've had a couple tweets of people like, Scar, are you live? And I'm like, no, it's actually the playlist beta on Twitch, but it's doesn't even tell you that I'm not actually live. It makes it look like I'm live, but I'm not. So it's like magic. But anyway, I hope they fix that. They're currently like beta testing it and all that good stuff. So hopefully they fix it and make it better. Can I tell the future that I said hi? I will. You love the playlist? Well, that's awesome, because what I want to do with the playlist is have the stream that you're currently watching, like the one we're watching right now, be on the playlist for, you know, a day or so after the stream. So if you miss the stream or you miss a particular part here or there, you could always jump back up there and watch it. You can also hit the VOD too. That is always available, and that way you can actually just kind of pick the part of the video that you want to watch instead of just watching the playlist, which is non-skippable. You can't, you know, skip ahead or something along those lines. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that, and I'm calling that good. I'm not just going to stand here forever and mess with that. We will work on just fixing this little corner up, and then we're moving topside. We're going to work on the upper level for a little bit because we have plenty of work to do up there also. So I was going to stick just a couple little pieces of sandstone and a couple good stuff right here. And I think that's good. Okay, sweet. Oh no, there's more over here. Oh, if I get caught up, I'm never going to get back upstairs. Here we go. Let's work on this section over here. There we go. Awesome. Okay, we're moving on. We're moving on, my friends. We're moving on. Do I have a modded map packs? Well, you could download the mod pack that I play on Stud Tech, the one that Stud and Wells put together, and Lavaris and Minecrafting Dad. All those guys contributed to make the Stud Tech mod pack. That's a fun one if you want. You can download that off the FTB launcher. So let me put this away, get that all out of there, beautiful. So yeah, you can definitely download that and play that. I don't have one personally, so that's a thing. Maybe someday. I have a couple ideas, but who knows if they'll ever come to be. I have so many other projects that I'm... Wait, we're missing something. Oh, there you are. I was like, something's missing. I'm stuck. I'm stuck. There we go. What song and playlist that are we listening to? We are listening to, let me jump right over here and see if I can find it. We are listening to the Notes album of the Approaching Nirvana dudes. So there is a link in the stream description, you know, down there where you can follow my links to, you know, YouTube and Twitters and all that good stuff. You'll find their credits, so you can find them on the all their different places you can listen to their music, like iTunes and all that good stuff. So I highly recommend you checking them out. They're great people because they allow streamers and YouTubers to use their music, and that's super nice of them. So I always like to give them a little shout out for that because there's not many people like them. Do I like root beer? When I could drink stuff like that, I love root beer. I love root beer. Oh my gosh, you put vanilla in there and you make a root beer float. I will do your bidding. I will do your bidding. You hold like a root beer float in front of me, I will do anything for you. I will do anything. I love root beer floats. You know what I never heard today? Maybe it's just because we're having so much fun hanging out and doing our good stuff here. The Twitch sleepy music. Did we ever hear the Twitch sleepy music? Unless I may have just completely missed it as we were kind of going along. But yeah, I never heard the Twitch sleepy music today. You might be wondering, Scar, what on earth are you doing? What is all this random material you're putting in your inventory? We're going to work on a little super duper awesome landscaping, my friends, because I love landscaping. I love landscaping. That's not coarse dirt, but I need coarse dirt, so we're gonna make some coarse dirt. It'd be awesome if coarse dirt's recipe was just this, and you get coarse dirt. Instead, you gotta split it. It's like, come on. I'm lazy and I just want it. I just want it and I just want it now. Thank you. I don't know where those snow blocks were going, but I always forget it's 3 wide, not like carpets too. I always goof up my snow. Always goof up my snow. Okay, what do we got? What do we got? We need carpet. Let's take the super secret chute down to the carpet zone. The carpet warehouse. Do I play the Battlefront beta? I did actually play the Battlefield beta, or Battlefront, I keep calling it Battlefield, on the day before it released to the public, which was kind of cool to be able to play it. But, you know, I really love the Star Wars aspect to it, but I'm not 100% sold on the game yet, so hopefully we can play it again maybe tonight and kind of get a better feel for the game and see what it's all about. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not 100% sold yet on the game. I hope there's a little bit more to it. What I really wanted out of it was a Star Wars Battlefield. That's what I wanted, with all the customization and all the cool vehicles and stuff like that. I don't know if we got that or not. I'm not sure yet. It's 50. Well, I'm so happy that you're enjoying the videos, and welcome to the stream. Welcome. Has the series Arc Evolved finished? You know, unfortunately, I think it has. We talked about this many times that it wasn't doing super great on the channel, but I kind of liked it. I really enjoyed the series, so I was going to continue it, but unfortunately, my summer got kind of hectic, and I had to consolidate all of my series down to just kind of the bare bones. And unfortunately that series had to end because I just had to, you know, work on a couple videos really quick, Our music died. Our music turned off. That's sad. Let's see if I can fire it up again. Uh-oh, our music died. Oh. We killed the music, my friends. We've killed the music. It's died. Bob, the Creeper building inspector, strikes again and kills our music. That's so sad. Oh yeah, they're currently they are dead. Their systems are overwhelmed and they've resetting. I don't know. Oh god, look at the chat. Rest in peace, music. Oh no, now you're just gonna have to listen to me the whole time talk about Disneyland. Oh no. You guys are just gonna have to listen to me talk about Disneyland to fill in the time, aren't we? It's back. Oh, it's back. I like listening to it. It's fun. So I'm perfectly willing not to have it on or have it on, but I kind of like having it on, to be honest. Okay, so we left off in one of our streams on this zone right over here. And look at this, look at this, look at this. It's so boring and bland. And it's just, we need some sprucing up, my friends. We need some sprucing up. Don't we, Spruce Tree? Yes, apparently we need some sprucing up near the spruce tree for sprucing needs. So things like that. So let's get to work. Zombie music. Yeah, anybody watching the current season of Walking Dead on Netflix, or I guess it's technically not, I guess it's last season, I get at this point maybe, but I feel like they really turned around that series. Like, I'm loving the season that just came on Netflix, because I'm always like a season behind because I don't watch it on TV, I wait for it to come on Netflix. I'm loving it a long time. Super good, lots of suspense. The crazy people at the hospital, like, oh my gosh, crazy people. And then there's the people who like to eat things that are scary, and I'm loving it. I'm loving it. What are your guys' thoughts on the thought? I can't even talk today. What are your thoughts on this season? Because I'm loving it. I think, you know, there's been some dry spells in the series. Like there's like zombie farms and family like disputes that got kind of boring after a while. Then it got kind of repetitive at the prison. But I'm kind of glad they're kind of mixing it up, and things changed a little bit here. Willows is gonna be right back. Don't worry one bit. So I'm just kind of building up this edge right here so that this pillar doesn't look like it's kind of just hanging on the edge. I wish I had some ferns, but we are like totally out of ferns, which is kind of sad. We might have to do a Scar adventure in a little bit to head off to the jungle and actually try to find some ferns, because they are not in an easy place to get to. What does AFK mean? AFK means away from keyboard. So when somebody says that, it just means that they're away from their computer, and if you try to ask them something, they're not next to their computer to respond. I like turtles also. Yeah, there we go. Just in a couple short seconds there, we've got ourselves this area looking a little nicer, and it's not so repetitive green. That's my key with this design, is I'm trying to get away from the constant state of just this plain old green, and trying to add just a little bit of variety with some gravel, some rocks, and some different little plant life. I want to till this, and then I want to bring that down a little bit, but that'll actually have to be done off camera, because it's just going to be super boring and repetitive. But yeah, that area looks a little bit nicer and a little more spruced up. So we're just going to finish up a little bit more on our landscaping, and then we're working on our track. So I'm going to go get a couple extra things from my storage room, like a hoe, and maybe if I can find a couple ferns, that'd be amazing. The turtle power is real. The turtle power is real. Gotta watch out for the turtles too. Those turtles, you know, they might look cute and funny, but ooh, sometimes they'll get you. Sometimes they'll get you. Those teeth, they'll bite you. No ferns, makes Scar sad. Okay, we needed a hoe, so let's get a hoe going. You know, I have like 2 diamond hoes in Scarland. All mistakes, by the way, all very much mistakes. Was not intending to make a hoe. I was making an axe or something, and I messed up. It's a thing. Ooh, I kind of like these lilacs. I wonder if there's somewhere where we can use those. I'm gonna take a stack of those with me. I might do something with those. Okay, we can sleep. How do you become a mod? When I need a new mod, I will kind of ask my current mods, or I'll kind of look around. When I see somebody answering questions, so if a new viewer comes in and they say, "Hey, I'm new," and they go, "Hey, welcome to the stream," that's something I look for, a new mod. Somebody asks a question, "Hey, does Scar have a texture pack?" And they're like, "Yes, sir, he does." Just answering questions, being nice in the chat. That's how you become a mod, when there's an open spot. Hi, I'm Brazilian. Well, welcome to the stream, and welcome. I've never been to Brazil, but I bet it's nice. You could tell me about your country if you want. There we go. Awesome. And then grab that, and let's sneak down here, and we're just going to give this area just a little bit extra texture like we've done in some of these other banks. There we go. Put those along there. So those are areas that get trampled, so sometimes you still have to maintain your tilled ground. So as you can see, we did that along the shoreline a little bit, and it just adds a little extra variety and design and things of that nature. You can bribe me with s'mores to become a mod. I love it. I love that. Build a bakery. Yeah, that'd be kind of fun. Well, we are going to work on Scar City. So for Scar City, I've got a couple ideas of what I want to build for you guys, like some cool, designs and things of that nature. But I do want to make it so that you can select some of the designs. So if you're like, hey, Scar, build a bakery for Scar City. I build Scar City with a bakery. So yeah, when we start working on Scar City, make sure you remind me about some of those things, like, hey, don't forget about this or that. Some of the main things that we're going to build, of course, for Scar City is kind of a city hall building, which I have no idea yet what I want to design yet for that, but we'll work on something. And then I've got a good design for a fire station, a police station. Now, the police station is the Cat Defense Force. So, as you know, the Cat Defense Force protects us against creepers. They just don't do a very good job at it because they're cats, after all. And then the fire station will be designed to keep Scarland from burning down anymore because we've had some incidents in the past, of course. So that's a thing. There we go. Boom, there we go. Sweet. So we're just kind of cleaning up the land here just a little bit, just so it's a little bit nicer. There we go. Do I have a special project for Halloween? I don't at this point, unfortunately. I haven't had a chance. You know, this is actually the first one. Yes, as of yesterday, when I made my first Kingdom Craft video, it is the first time I've built something in Minecraft in a long time. A lot of my content's been pre-recorded for TwitchCon and all that stuff, so I'm just getting back into the swing of things, and I don't have an idea yet. But doesn't mean I'm not going to do one. I just don't have a super plan like I did last year. With TwitchCon, my surgery, and all the things, I've been a little bit behind, but I'm slowly putting the pieces back together and getting things back online. It's actually, I figured out what I've been missing this whole time, and it's bone meal. If you were to copy the entire Scarland, how long would it take you? It would probably take you a while. It would take you probably a year, 2 years maybe. Scarland's been going for a very, very long time. I mean, you could get some of this going pretty quick. Maybe you could get it in a year. I would say you could do it in a year. Sometimes like video, the length of projects is extended slightly because of making videos and stuff like that. If I were just building on my own, things wouldn't take so long, but because you have to have the time for making the video content, the length of the projects extends a bit. So I bet you could probably recreate it in a year, but you would have to put in a lot of hours. Adam Rain 123, well, thank you so much for checking out the YouTube channel and of course coming out to the Twitch stream. I'm so glad you're enjoying the streams, and of course, welcome. Oh yeah, let me check the shaders poll. Oh, could you throw in a link, F1? I don't have that tab open anymore. Could you throw me one of them fancy links? Wait, has all of our tilled land disappeared? Or did we just not put that much down? It should stay because it's up against the water, but who knows? Let's see, let's jump over here, get rid of flowers because there's no flowers in this area, but I might incorporate some lilacs. If I could change something about your YouTube account, what would it be? It's not so much my YouTube account, even though I wish I had better art. I would probably change my ability to make videos because I wish I could make more content for you guys, but I'm just so limited on energy and stuff like that that I can't always make as many videos and streams as I want to make, so that's what I would change. Like, I would love to be able to, just sit down and record a ton of things, but I just, every time I do, it negatively affects my health, and then I get set back another bit, and it takes a while to recover from that. And so yeah, it's a constant balancing act of trying to find a balancing of content and stuff like that. But yeah, that's what I would change. My ability to make more videos, more streams. I do not want to fall in that hole because I know who lives down there. I know who lives down there, and I don't want to go back. I don't want to go back down there. I don't know if you remember our stream where we built the waterfall over here. When we built that waterfall over there, there was a lot of vicious creatures hanging out down there. I'm loving this little lagoon back here. I think what it could use is getting this track to be fixed up a little bit. It looks a little, of course, weird, not attached to the ground, so we'll work on that. Other than that, I think it could use some trees, and then I think we'll be good. So little things like this is nitpicky stuff that I like to do underwater because I think it needs it. It doesn't technically need it because you guys are probably never gonna see this area, but I will, I guess, maybe once in a while. So then I still like to put, you know, if this is rock, I want to make sure it looks like the rock extends down because I feel like that would be natural and stuff like that. But yeah, and of course, if you guys have any questions or anything you want me to answer, definitely go Q&A Scar, hashtag Q&A Scar. You can also send it to me on Twitter. There's a link in the bottom of the stream where you can go and follow me on the Twitters. So as we're building along here, you can ask me any questions you want as we move along, or just listen to the music. Hey, Ivan, welcome back. There we go. Awesome. Okay, that's good for that. And now we just add some coarse dirt. So you can kind of get the basic pattern that I use a little bit. Just a little bit of coarse dirt, a little bit of stone, and it adds just such a great variety to the landscape and just makes everything just look a little bit nicer than it did. So you have this expansive green, and just trying to add a little bit to it so it doesn't look so bland. And that's kind of what I'm trying to do. Hopefully I can achieve such a thing, but it just takes a long time, like hours, and sometimes that gets a little draining. But we're actually getting pretty close to it. So we'll only work on this for a little bit longer, and then we'll move on to getting the track oriented so that we can actually ride the roller coaster all the way to the station, and we don't have to go and look for mine cars anymore because the mine cars will then work in the recycle system. So there's always a mine car ready to go. So that'll actually be really cool once we get there, because now, of course, we always knock the mine cars out, and then the dispenser becomes empty, and it's, you know, a whole thing. So it'll be really cool to have that finally set up. I think a tree would look amazing right here. I kind of want to build a tree right now. Do you guys want to build a tree? Do you want to build a tree? Let me know if you want to build a tree. Oh, and I completely forgot to ask you guys to give me questions. I'm neglecting the chat. I'm so sorry. What is my favorite build in this world? I'm not going to say the roller coaster because it's not done yet. I'm going to say the fishing cabin right now. Look at me, I already found areas I want to improve. I'm supposed to be going and getting material for a tree, and then I'm just over here messing about with this. There we go. Okay, let's go get the tree material because I think a tree would be amazing there. Now, for these kind of trees, they're not going to be pine trees like the super awesome giant ones that you see in front of you here. They're going to be kind of, I'm not exactly sure what kind of tree I'm thinking of. The trees I'm at least have in my mind are trees that you can kind of see along the coastline in California a little bit. I'm not exactly sure what they are, but they've been just beat by the winds and just living on the side of the ocean, that they're all kind of arched over. They're more like on sea cliffs and stuff. Oh, the Scar oak tree. That's perfect. Those are invisible pistons. Whoops. Have you ever wondered why my chests are so disorganized? Like, wow, I wonder how Scar's chests are so disorganized all the time. This is why. This is why. When I'm done with one project, I just dump inventory, and that is why my chests are so disorganized. There we go. And I'm gonna grab a little bit of oak. I don't have a lot of oak on this area of Scarland, so we might have to go get some more. I think I may have like 42. Okay, let's sleep, and then we'll get some more. Palm trees. I've made some palm trees in my modern house world, that's a Scar world. There we go. So I have actually made some palm trees. They're not the best palm trees. I want to give it another shot and try to make them better. But for this particular design, these are cliffs that are in more of a rugged, not tropical land. So more of a kind of like northwest, kind of where I live. I know I have some in here. Hey, there we go. I knew I had a ton of that. There we go. Okay, let's roll. But yeah, this is not a tropical zone. I do want to build a tropical zone, and I want to build like a pier, maybe a pirate ship, like an actual like super cool pirate ship. Then we can do like more like sand and like beautiful palm trees and tropical environment. If I could be better at one aspect of Minecraft, what would it be? It would definitely be redstone. I would love to be better at redstone. I would love to have more, like if I want to build like a cool farm, like I would know how to just instantly do it instead of like spend like hours tinkering with it. Like, yeah, I would definitely want to know more about redstone. All right, are you guys ready for a tree? I'm ready for a tree. Okay, so we want to build a tree that looks like it's kind of got a bit of an arch. So this is kind of like we talked about, the Scar oak from the modern house. This is one of my favorite tree designs. So as you can see, I'm just building up a bit of a trunk. So giving itself a little bit of a trunk action. There we go, giving it a little bit of a root system. There we go. This block is rogue, so I'm gonna take it out. There we go. I don't have any food. So that's a thing. I forgot my food. I forgot my food. Scar fail. Okay, so now at this point, we just kind of wrap these guys around here. So this is kind of like a preliminary, is that oak? Yeah, that is. This is kind of a preliminary kind of set design, so then we can come back a little bit once we get kind of the basic shape of this. There we go. There are some really cool trees where I live. I live just on the Columbia River Gorge, and there are some crazy horrible winds actually starting around this time of the year. And there are just awful winds sometimes. But what it does to the trees is they're pine trees. So, you know, they're more of like a straight, you know, triangle shaped tree. So they're all like this now. Like, you know, over all the years and years that it's been alive, like they're all bent over like that. So it's kind of funny. We can build some of those too, maybe along here. That might be cool. I'm running out of food fast. We're running out of food fast. There we go. Okay, let's head down. Let's try not to die. We don't have a lot of food, so we're not going to regen any of our hearts. So we'll just be careful. We'll just be a little careful. We'll be Scar careful, right? Just be careful. There we go. So what I'm doing here is just adding a little low-hanging branches that are hanging down here. As you can see, we can't really get out there very easily, but I love this tree. It's one of my favorite trees. It's all over like some of my builds. There we go. This tree like dates way back. This particular design. There we go. Just something simple like that. Just needed a little extra detail, and I think it came out kind of nice. There we go. So now we can just add like a little bit of plant life along here. Let's just add just a little bit of plants hanging around down here. There we go. Kind of make this like a vine that kind of grew down into the ground like that. And dig it up just a bit. There we go. Sweet. Wonderful. Then we can do a little bit more on this side like so. Awesome. Wonderful. All right. I would like to see what this looks like from a little bit of a distance. No, no, I'm not going down. I'm not going down the waterfall. Oh, thank you for sending me the poll, F1. Let me check here. I just checked on Twitter's. So we're about 60% yes on that, 39% no. Okay, all right. That looks good. I like that. I think that looks nice. There we go. Awesome. All right, we gotta go get some food. We gotta get some food. We're gonna starve to death. Oh, awesome. Dragon, I'm glad you liked the Scarland shader store. Yeah, so that of course is, episode 1 of it. So episode 2 will be the current build. So the roller coaster, the fishing cabin, the birch house, and the survival base. When did I start YouTube? I started in February of 2011. I started with Call of Duty videos. I wanted to do Minecraft, but at the time I didn't. I didn't know about a lot of other Minecrafters at that time. Originally, all I knew of Minecrafters were people who did mod reviews and texture pack reviews, and did a little bit of redstone. Like, I thought that I would be original and I'd be like the builder, but it turned out there was a lot of other amazing builders too. But at the time, like, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna try. I was doing Call of Duty videos and I was like, you know, I'm gonna try the building aspect of it. There we go. Sweet. I want to grab a little bit more coarse dirt, and grab a little bit of that. I want to work on that cave just a little bit more that's next to there. There we go. Sweet. Let's move on. Oh yeah, the potions going into the water. Yeah, we need to set that up. We need to set that up. So what did you guys tell me before? That you use splash potions when you broke the surface of the water to give kind of the feeling of going through water. That's a great idea. We've got to do that. Okay, so we're back at the tree again. Back at the tree. So, tree-wise, let's jump over here and see if we can add maybe another tree on this little... I don't want to add a tree here, because I want you to be able to see over and look at that. What I do want to do is add another one right here. And this is going to be a fairly big tree, so we'll probably use all 27 of our logs that we don't have any more of. There we go. We don't want it to be exactly like that, but we still want it to kind of have that cool little arch to it. There we go. So that particular block is going to get removed. There we go. Sweet. Okay. So then we'll remove that piece like so. We'll cut that out, bring those bad boys down there like that, and then we'll bring these over here. There we go. Sweet. And we bring these over here. And this will just be a little bit bigger of a tree, but I think it'll look good next to the roller coaster. It's always good to add a lot of plant life next to something like that so that it kind of breaks it up, because it's all kind of a giant, you know, structure that needs a little softening with a bit of landscaping. So this is where this tree will come in great from the bridge. When you look this way, you'll see this tree and the roller coaster, and it kind of softens it up a little bit. Have I ever gone to the creative in Scarland? I've never gone to the creative in the original file, but I have taken Scarland into I've copied the world into a separate file, and I've done some stuff in Scarland like for a screenshot or two, but never in the original file. The original file is precious. And like for the shaders tour, that was a separate file. Like I copied the world and brought it into like multi-MC out of the original like Minecraft launcher and all that good stuff, because I don't want to like touch the original file. Never want to touch the original Scarland file. Yeah, because I didn't want the shaders mod to ruin the world or something, so that was, yeah, definitely did that in a separate file. Fix my armor? Yeah, these boots might not be able to be repaired. I'm not 100% sure. I know they're getting a little bit down there, and also I don't know if they can be repaired anymore. Ah, beautiful view over Scarland in this nighttime here as the sun sets over Scarland. Look at Mount Scar out there. Someday we're gonna put snow on top of that mountain. That's a thing. It's gonna happen. Mount Scar's going. Oh, can we do this? Oh, we gotta do this. Can we jump into the bed? Ah, oh, dang it! We were so close. We were so close to jumping into bed. We were so close. So close. There we go. Okay, so from the bottom here, as you can see, so as you can kind of get an idea where the branches kind of go out. So we might want to bring up this one here and then bring up this section a little bit just to get that trunk a little bit, because the bigger the top of the tree, to make sure you don't forget about the trunk. Trunk's always got to make sure it can hold up all that weight of the top of the tree. So always kind of make sure you go back and check as you work on the top of the tree to make sure that the bottom still represents the what would need to be to hold up such a, you know, a big top of the tree. There we go. So yeah, sometimes like I'll be, you know, start up with a little trunk for a little tree and then might decide, okay, I'm gonna make it a little bit bigger. Now I got this giant top of the tree with this little kind of trunk. So always try to work on making sure you constantly evaluate that if you're trying to make, you know, a realistic tree. There we go. I'm happy with that. I think that's good. What are your thoughts on taking a look at what this looks like from a distance? So let's head onto the bridge and see what our handiwork looks like. Oh yeah, look at that. I wonder if that, I kind of feel like there should be another tree over there. Maybe actually on this side over here, right there, maybe another tree along here instead of right there. And we can just do more plants, like a plant right there. We can do it maybe right here to kind of give that more of a immersion. Yeah, I like that. Yeah. No NPC village in Scarland. This is very true. We can actually get, you know, villagers, you know, curing them from their evils, from their evil diseases of zombiness, but unfortunately, we can't actually get an actual village. I mean, I feel like someday we're gonna get one. Well, maybe just someday we'll find one, but I don't know if it's an actual problem with the file of the world or if it's just terrible luck. So that's the thing. Like, I don't know if it's luck or if it's just something wrong. So I don't know. So and then these little areas, that's when we can drop in a little coarse dirt. Now, when we originally did the terraforming on this hill, there was no coarse dirt, nor was there andesite. So that is something that we're going to, in time, add over on the other sections. I won't do that on camera. I will do that mostly off camera, of course, because we've already worked on that side. So we don't have to really kind of address that too much. There we go. There we go. Sweet. Okay, good. We have some bone meal. Nice. Get out of here, flowers. No flowers allowed. No flowers in this particular design. Go on your way. Get on your way. You will become dye. Okay, sweet. Next thing we need to do, we need to add those vines that we were talking about just a minute ago. There we go. Nice. There we go. Sweet. All right. No, I said no flowers. No flowers. Yeah, because I don't want flowers in this design, because I just think with this particular kind of rugged terrain, there just wouldn't be a lot of pretty flowers all growing about. I think a few flowers kind of nestled in that are kind of like these kind of like these kind of just real kind of off colors, like the pinks, and maybe just a couple little red and white and yellow flowers, just maybe just here and there. But mostly this type of landscape wouldn't be somewhere where flowers would live. Peanut butter jelly? I've never actually been a fan of jelly at all, which is kind of weird because my cat's name's Jelly. But I've never been a huge fan of jelly itself. I like peanut butter, but I'm not a huge fan of jelly. Kind of weird, huh? I know, it is maddening to how, like, when you look over here and you're trying to get rid of that flower, and you're like, sorry flower, and you're like, no flower, why can't you go away? It's so hard. They need to expand it to make up the whole box of the block. Can we do an adventure to bring up new gen lands? That is something I want to do because we need some pod soil. We don't have any pod soil. I feel like that is something we can find, like ice spikes biome, which highly unlikely, but I mean we could give it a shot because I would like packed ice for mirrors and like future house builds in Scarland. But I don't think we can find it. A mesa biome would be really cool, but that's another one that I just don't feel like we're gonna probably find in Scarland. But yeah, we definitely do need to do a new adventure because I want donkeys. I want a donkey for Scarland so bad because it would be amazing to be able to carry supplies and all that good stuff around so easily. So that's definitely a thing that I want to do. So yeah, there will be adventures into new generation lands sometime, definitely. Oh, we're out of half slabs. That's a thing. Okay, I'm happy with this for now. We can always come back here a little later and work on that. But now let's work on getting the tracks sorted out. So we need to jump on the roller coaster, get our powered rail, and start doing some measuring and see if we can get our powered systems online and ready to go. I'm stuck in all sorts of plant life over there. I'm reading the chat, and I get stuck in every time I move my eyes over to the chat, I fall off a cliff, caught in a plant. Oh, I forgot the lilacs. That was one plant I was gonna try to incorporate into that design because it's more of a kind of a weedish plant. It looks kind of a weed that's kind of maybe grown up with some little flowers. I feel like that could work in the design we're trying to go for, but still not 100% sure what I want to do for flowers. All I know is I don't want tons of red and yellow flowers everywhere. All right, well, there we go. So I'm just gonna take a 5-minute break to kind of rest my breathing muscles and get Jellie, hopefully, if I can find her. So yeah, so I'm just gonna take a quick break and I'll be right back. So while I'm gone, I want you guys to go get your snacks. And when you come back, you let me know what you got for your snacks, okay? So 5 minutes and I'll be right back. I love that little face. It's just like all of a sudden she appears. Hey guys! You're so grouchy. Jellie, you were so happy and excited to like come in my room a little while ago. Now you're so grouchy. You know, Jellie, everybody wanted to say hi to you and then you get all mean and get all grouchy. Every stream. It doesn't matter what stream it is. You just get super grouchy and all you want to do is go to sleep and do cat things. Wouldn't it be terrible, Jellie, if her microphone wasn't on? Hey, look, it's actually on. We didn't fail. Wow. Oh, Jellie, you're so nice. You're just grouchy. You're nice, but you're grouchy. Right? You don't like me talking about how grouchy you are? You don't? No, I don't, Scar. Not at all. Look at Jellie. Watch. All right, everybody, say goodbye to Jellie. Jellie's gonna go back to sleep. Are you gonna go back to sleep? Are you gonna get out of here? All right, wave goodbye. Wave bye to Jellie. Bye, guys. Bye. And there she goes. She is off to do cat things, leaving a cloud of dust and hair in her wake. Well, welcome back, guys. That wasn't too long. There we go. Because I wanted to get back to work. Here we go. Look, it's dark out, spooky. All right, we are getting to work here, and of course, just my luck, there are no powered rails in that box. How is that a thing? By the way, you can spam as many Jellie emoticons in the chat as you want. What in the world? That armor stand just sunk into the ground, so that's a new thing. Powered rails. I know I have powered rails, and this person's song is driving me crazy. Goodbye. I'm just like, goodbye, get out of here. No more of you. No soup for you. No soup for you. Get out of here. Oh, so I found the world's greatest Twitter. Not Twitter, Instagram. I want to share it with you guys. Sorry, I'm getting way off track. But it's called... What is it called, actually? Let me find it. In Steinfeld, and they take little clips from the TV show Seinfeld and put it into like little like Instagram videos, and it's amazing, and it makes me so happy, and it makes me laugh all day long, and I absolutely love that channel. And where is my powered rail? I had an entire stack of powered rail. Don't tell me I'm gonna have to make more powered rail. It's telling me I'm gonna have to make more powered rail, isn't it? At least I have some gold. This makes me really upset, by the way, because I know this isn't gonna cover it at all. Oops, hey, there we go. Always misdo the recipe. I'm so frustrated right now because I know I've got a giant stack of it somewhere. Anyway, my friends, let's roll. Is Jellie really sleeping? No, Jellie's staring at me right now with disgust because I woke her up. Because before, when I did wake her up, she was like this. Like, and I didn't want to wake her up because I wasn't even sure if she was alive for a second. Like, she was literally like passed out, and I was like, Jellie? So yeah. So Wells on Kingdom Craft made me a You Got Scar sword version 2. Because of course we've lost version 1. It's very sad. So yeah, if you guys have any funny cat, if you guys have your pet with you watching the stream, send a picture of that to me on Twitter. I want to see you guys with your awesome pet Could be a dog, could be a cat, could be an iguana, would be amazing, or something, some like crazy animal would be really cool. Let's see, where are we actually? Oh, we need to work over here. Yeah, send me that on Twitter. I want to see your guys's. I want to see your guys's pets. Hey, Scar, you should have got some switches. And you would be right. I need to grab something else. Powered rails were in the chest. Did I completely forget powered rails? Like, were they in some box that I didn't see? Does Mrs. Wells count as a pet? Oh, that's so mean. You know what? There was that one time that Mrs. Wells showed her face on camera, and like, I just happened to be in the bathroom. I come back. I find out Mrs. Wells was on camera, and I missed out. Sad day. Sad day. Mrs. Wells is always so mysterious in the back. Uh-oh. Did I forget how to make a button? Oh, there we go. There's a lever. I always forget if it's needed planks. You think I would learn? You think I would learn? I would learn. Hey, Scar, you've been playing Minecraft since 2010. How do you make a lever? Well, let me see. I think you take some wood planks. It's got to be acacia. It can't be any other wood besides acacia. I think you need a piece of redstone, and you need a special hand-carved handle. Yes, that's the recipe. Scar. Let's see. Let's start down here. Why am I wearing oxygen? That is a good question. I am wearing it because I have difficulty breathing. So sometimes I have to wear oxygen to be able to stream and talk and all the good stuff. This is temporary blocks, by the way. Put those across there. But yeah, sometimes I have to wear oxygen. It sucks, but makes it so I can actually do what I do, so can't complain too much. Hey, Jellie, I'm streaming over here. Can you not talk? Thank you. Jellie's making all sorts of weird, like, sounds, things. There we go. So we're going to space these out by 2. There we go. So we're going to space these out by 2, and then we'll do it like that, and we'll get it like there. There we go. We'll just do these a little bit, and then these are temporary blocks right here, in case we have to redo it. I'm not going to put down some smooth stone. Jelly talk. That's the best kind of talk, right? Jelly talk. Everyone has the best pets. Like those little dogs, they're so cute. Oh, look at this. I love seeing all your guys' pets. Ego, let's see. Let me make that bigger picture. Oh gosh, he's so cute. Oh, this is great. I love seeing all these pets. Eagle 24 Griffin has like the cutest dog's ears. Like they kind of go like this. Oh, they're so cute. Oh, I love it. All right, I got to get back to work. There's so many amazing pets. I've got to go back to. I got to get back to work. We'll look at them in just a minute. Let's see. We'll put this one down here. Well, hello there, Eric. How are you? Doing good down there? Well, I'm happy you're back, Eric. Doing the good work. Doing the good work. Wait. Let's see. This block needs to actually. Eric, I'm sorry. This block's gonna probably fall on your head. I apologize. Boom, boom, boom. There we go. We're looking good. You don't have a Twitter, but you have a pug. All right. Well, we'll imagine your awesome pug. I'm going a little heavy on the rails, but it's all good. It's all good because we just want to make sure we have it up to code and ready to rock, and I think this will be good. I still have cat hair all over my face, so these are spaced out by 2, and I think keeping it spaced out by 2 is a good idea. This will be an accomplishment to finally have the rails. Why don't we actually just build it like this? It's going to save a lot more time. Just go like this, and then we come down and we power it. Most of the reason I'm doing it spaced out like this is also aesthetic-wise, just because it looks kind of cool, doing like two, and then 2 spacing of 2. Just looks kind of cool. Haha, James, I love that. I love it. I can see like the first line of Twitter. I need to move it up just a little bit so I can see it a little bit better. Haha. Yeah, I love seeing all the pets when you're watching the stream. There we go. Okay, so at this point, as you can see, we're going to start to round the corner right up here. So we're going to start going upwards, and we're up down to 8. What I think I'm going to do is I'm going to do another rail right here. Do one right there, and that should give us enough speed to get over the top. Okay, so now we're going to power these up. We're going to have to break down this barrier, get under here. Hey, there we go. So we'll have to clean this all up again once we wrap up here. There we go. All right, you are being a bit of a bother, aren't you? You're being a bit of a bother. Ah, there we go, sweet. Okay, so now it'll be a little more tricky to kind of make sure we line this up. So I'm gonna cut that piece off, cut that, and let's get some scaffolding out. Whoop, 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 there's my scaffolding. Sweet. So we're gonna repair this later, actually. So we were a little bit far off. It's kind of hard. If you guys think of a better way of doing this, a better way, easier way, you let me know. Be a little faster. There we go. What if I think it's this one right there that needs to go, and I'm gonna switch this out for this button here. Actually, that needs to be on the top. It's kind of tricky doing this after the fact. After all of the systems are down or whatever, this needs to be facing upwards. Get off there. There we go. Hey, we actually got it on there. Amazing. I'm actually going to put this block right there to show that that is the rail we need to power. I think that might make things easier. Might make things a little bit easier. So let's go under here. There we go. And then this block right here needs to be the bad boy that we need to fix up. Okay. Let's see. We'll cut out this one here. Bring that under there. And we'll turn that on. Why don't I use redstone bricks? Because I don't like the red. The red, just this red kind of bothers me. I don't want like a giant red block. It clashes with the colors that we picked. I mean, we went to so many great lengths to get the colors and everything to blend together. I don't want like just a little bit of random red sticking out below there. That's kind of the reason that I've declined using the redstone block. Yeah, it would make things a little easier, but it would just look weird seeing little pieces of red in around there. It's just, and once again, one of my nitpicky things, but it's also, I want things to be cohesive in the design. And yeah, so let's sleep this net away. Let's head back to command post, and we'll get some other supplies that we're gonna need also. Do I back up my saves? I back up all of the time, and so should you. So yeah, warning to all you guys, back up your saves. You know, there are times I've saved Scarland because I've had backups, especially if you're doing anything in the snapshot realm. So of course with 1.9 snapshots all out and about right now, it's always important at this time to make sure you guys do your backups, make sure you keep everything backed up. If you are using your own, you know, special worlds and you're trying to like experiment with a bit of the new 1.9. I'm just hoping there's some powered rails. Let's do one more check. We're doing a fast. Oh, there they were. I knew they were hiding from me somewhere. Ah, wonderful. You sneaky little powered rails. You were trying to stay away from me, weren't you? How do you back up your world? Well, it depends on which kind of computer you're on. If you're on a Mac or a PC, there's there's probably much better tutorials than I can explain on stream. But you need to go in your .minecraft file and you need to find your save file within that, and then just copy that into another file so you have a spare. So you always have a spare in case your other file dies out. And there's lots and lots of other like tutorials that can much better explain it than I can. If it's on a Mac, you've got to go into your library file. You need to actually make your library file visible. That's first key. That's your first key. You got to get that library file visible. Okay, we need to power one more section. So we're gonna head back up here and we're gonna power that last section. I didn't see any creepers. I feel like you're trolling me. I feel like you're trolling me that there were creepers back there. I feel like there was some trolling involved. Okay, so we're gonna mark our block right here. And then we're gonna jump down here and we're gonna mark this one right there. Beautiful. Okay, good. So now we marked those pieces, so those are the ones we need to work on. So we'll sneak on over here. Let's jump down just a smidge bit more and work our way this way. What is my favorite biome and mob? Well, my favorite mob, of course, is the one, the only Guardian. I love the Guardian. He's so cute with that little eye. And then my favorite biome is probably the Mesa biome. I love the Mesa biome. Absolutely love it. Would I build in a Mesa biome? That's a good question. No. There's a couple build ideas that I have for, we could use something like the, we could do something like our Adobe house. Something like that might be really cool for a Mesa biome. It's not the best area for just random builds, but I think it's the best looking of them all. Perfect, we've got ourselves our station all complete. Are we ready to ride the roller coaster to kind of get an idea if this all works together? Are we ready?
What's going on, guys? Zombie here.
I think it's time to get some hashtag roller coaster hype up in here and let's capture as much dirt as we can. There we go. Get that out of there. Beautiful. Awesome. Okay. So let's head back down and oh, somebody was asking, we did use those redstone torches for those certain parts that were covered. So those are the areas that I can cover over with dirt and you don't see them. That's why I use levers in all those other spots so you wouldn't see the redstone torch or you wouldn't see the redstone block, because that's what we talked about earlier. We didn't want the kind of that red color sticking through our beautiful milk chocolate and dark chocolate palette of colors. And it is time to ride the roller coaster once again. Here it comes. And away we go. Haha, yes it is, the roller coaster hype has been engaged. You sent me some fan art on Twitter and you don't know if I got it or not. Well, I would love it if you could send it to me again. That would be awesome. I don't think I actually got it. So yeah, send it to me one more time. Send it to me right when I end the stream. Then I'll definitely get it, see it that way. What is my mouse, keyboard, and monitor? Well, I'm using, I think, a very old Razer mouse from like 2012, which is still perfectly fine and awesome. And I have a brand new Corsair Gaming RGB K90 keyboard, which is amazing. And my monitors are Dell monitors. They're ultra thin, like bezels, which is kind of nice. I don't have a model number on them, unfortunately. I am so weirded out by this song, I can't even tell you. I think somebody just threw out Dumbledore and something about a wizard. PC specs are on the top right. You can see that there's whatever it's inside. So you can see up at the top right screen the processor, and then you can see below that there's the actual graphic card. We're in a cloud. We're in a cloud. Oh, look at the landscaping. Oh, that's cool. I didn't look at that last time we were up here. Yeah, it's coming together. When will the world be available for download? The world will be available once this project is done, which I estimate is by the end of November. And no, end of October. I'm hoping for the end of October. That is my goal. That is my goal. It might be a week or two after, but my goal is the end of October. So you guys gotta stick me to that. You gotta be Scar. Remember when you said, what are we in? We're in the 10th. So yeah, we've got a little ways to go on some project areas, but I'm hoping to get this done by the end of October. And that would make it so that the roller coaster project was exactly a year to build. Oh, we just nearly killed Eric. We just nearly killed poor Eric. Put a pumpkin on the tracks. Oh man, I'm so sorry, Eric. I'm so sorry. So all of this still needs to be worked on. So we still got to work on all that stuff, but we're getting there. How was my day? Well, my day's just kind of actually just getting started. And why is there a random block right there? But yeah, hopefully the rest of the day will be good. And hopefully your day is doing awesome. Hopefully you're able to have a great, awesome day. Mods on point today. Mods are always on point in my stream. I have the best mods on Twitch. Always on point, always ready to take down that elusive troll. What version am I playing on? I'm playing on 1.88, I think. It's like 1.8.8, I think. Where do I live? Well, I live in Scarland, of course. Hey, this is actually the first time I've ever been on this section of the track. This is the first time. Kind of excited to be honest here. This is the first time I've been in this area. Hey, we made it up that without any powered rail. Huh. That's relatively interesting. Yeah, big thanks to the mods of the stream, and apparently I'm making it through all of this without powered rail, which is kind of amazing. But yeah, big thanks to all the mods for always keeping the stream a great place for everybody to enjoy. And I think we just made it through the rest of the track. Oh my gosh, we're gonna do it. We're gonna make it without any powered rail. Come on, come on, come on, make it over the hill. Dang it, we almost made it. We almost made it. Get back here. We might just want to stick down just a couple extra here and there just to be safe. We'll do some right here. Do some just real quick, just to be safe. And also, it just kind of looks kind of cool anyway. And then where do we want to start one? Maybe we'll do one right here. As you know, I am knocking these out. I'll come back with some smooth stone. I just don't want to run back, grab smooth stone, and get back. Got to keep things moving. Got to keep things moving. Keep it fresh and awesome. There we go. And we'll do one. We'll do one right here. We'll start the pattern going up. There we go. Cut this out like so. Jump on down. Let's see. Let me grab out a little bit of dirt. There we go. There we go. And then we'll do one more set. Let's see, do a spacing of 2. We'll do one right here. Oh man, I'm so excited right now. I just actually hope that the station works the way it's intended to grab the minecart and put it in a recycle system. I really hope this actually works out. I'm really kind of excited to see if this works. We probably should do another one maybe right here too, just to be safe. This song is so random. Oh, oops, my bad. I'm just gonna do this real quick, just because I want to just get this done. I'm gonna come back there and get rid of that redstone torch in a little bit. There we go. And then let's see, this actually needs a rail right here. Wow, we are making history right now. That's the final rail of the roller coaster. Okay, all right, we're gonna head back. We're gonna ride this one more time. Actually, it looks like it's almost nighttime, so we're gonna sleep and then we're gonna do it. Almost nighttime. I'm really excited right now because we might be able to actually get the roller coaster into the station. There we go. How is your Mac so powerful? If you're asking me, I don't actually use a Mac anymore. I'm actually on a PC. That's why we had like the 780 Ti, Core i7, whatever, in the little chat up there, or in the little description up there. But I actually recorded over 500 of my original Minecraft videos were all recorded on a Mac. Macs are a lot more powerful than people give them credit for because they recorded, they edited perfect, all that good stuff. But a PC is definitely where it's at when you want to play, you know, the video games and also do all the good editing. And let's get some roller coaster. That did not work, and that does not work when there's lag. So apparently there's some lag. So here we go. Here we go. It's gonna work this time. There we go. Here we go. All right, I'm so excited. We're gonna make it all the way across this time. Here we go. I'm very much excited. I like having this be actually on stream too. The first time we've actually ridden the roller coaster all the way through. It would be really sad if this didn't work. I would be sad. I would just end the stream. Just push the button. It's like, no, I'm done. Into the water and smile for the camera. There we go. Just kind of taking it all in, looking at all the details. Oh, the sea monster, woo! Hey, those weren't so bad in the end. When you only see them for like a split second. And of course, this area is still a work in progress. This area is still a work in progress. I like that where the roller coaster dips into the sand. It looks like the what's the sand monster thing called in Star Wars that apparently ate Boba Fett but didn't? What was that thing called? That's what this looks like. It looks like you're going through that mouth into the sand monster. Maybe that might be a thing. Maybe we should make this little sand pit right here actually a monster that you're like going through. We could just put some eyes and make a little mouth right there. Might be kind of cool. Did I build my PC? I assembled I got all the parts together, but like I physically wasn't able to like make a PC, you know, like grab the case and rawr and like put all the things in it together. No, you are not ruining my roller coaster ride. You did. You ruined it. You horrible beast. You horrible Bob. We're getting right back on. That never happened. That never happened. We're getting right back on it. But I actually had it built by a custom, local computer plates that put it together. Super awesome dudes. There were some problems with it, and they instantly got it all fixed and ready to go again. So super happy with them. And it was fun, you know, actually going to like a local place instead of finding, you know, something on the internet. I'm so mad at Bob right now. You ruined the flow of the roller coaster, but it's still awesome because we're gonna make it all the way through. What editing program? I use Premiere Pro, CC. So all of this still a work in progress. We need to get it fixed up, but really getting close. Oh, this is the new stuff right here. There we go, new stuff. Hey, the fishing cabin project. So you can see way out there, just yonder, that's the fishing cabin. Ah. Oh, Wells, if you have a chance, can you see if there's anybody to maybe raid today? Ah. Ah. Oh man, we're so close. We are so close. We are so close to being, to actually getting to the station. Yes! Yes, it worked! Yes! Yes! Oh. I'm just so glad that actually worked out, and I'm sure the minecart's back in the system, so now there's a constant recycle of minecars now. Ah, yes. Oh, that's a kind of cool view. Oh, that's good stuff. I want my picture now. I would like to buy my picture. Thank you very much. I would like to buy my picture. I need to hire somebody to work me on this counter. Oh, it's kind of satisfying to actually accomplish that. We can actually ride the roller coaster all the way through now. Accomplishments today. Accomplishments today. Which is very exciting. So yeah, we still need to do lots of little cleanups and still work on some of the caves and all that good stuff, but the roller coaster actually works now finally, which is kind of amazing. I'm eating in the middle of the river. My headset's also popping off. It's probably gonna fall on the floor, so that's not a good thing. There we go. But oh man, I'm excited. I'm just happy. A year of work on this thing, finally. Finally. So we have a little bit more work to do. So let's grab some of our material. Okay, there we go. Headset has been reattached. Firmly attached to Scar's head. Can we take a ride on the Scarland transportation system? Yeah, let's do that after we, I just want to do a little bit more landscaping, and then, yeah, we'll do that, definitely. Okay, so let's find a box to dump these materials in. Let's all dump, oh, hello, I would like you to stay, thank you. Get rid of you, get rid of you. We'll keep these mine cars, we'll bring those back to the system on the way out. Bring this in there, get rid of that, keep my dirt, there we go, sweet. Okay, we'll just get these guys all back in our inventory. Let's try those lilacs that we talked about earlier. I think they might be cool, so we'll see. Man, I think we have finally accomplished something, finally. It's getting that roller coaster, I can't tell you how excited I am to get that thing in some way or another done. This took about 6 months longer than I anticipated for, so it's kind of cool to see it finally nearing completion. And if this was your first time watching the roller coaster, definitely let me know. Let me know what you thought of it. So if this was your first time here and watching that, you're like, whoa, that's a cool roller coaster, or I think it needs some more work. Let me know. Let me know what you thought of it, and yeah. So if you're new, say hi. If you're new and you don't want to say hi, most perfectly fine. You can do as you please. Star Wars countdown. Ivan, we need a Star Wars countdown. We need a Star Wars countdown. Let's see. Oh yeah, that's what I want to work on. I want to work on this little stream over here. It was your first time ever, Ivan. Okay, so you see this little spot right here? I want to create a little, see this little thing on my bob? I want to create a little bit of a river kind of flowing through here. So just a small little river that kind of flows out from there. So I think that'll look really cool. Underdog, well, welcome. Thank you so much for coming out. Crazy Taco. Oh, you guys, it's funny, the people, yeah, I know you guys. I know some of my regulars are saying they're new. Scar loves rivers, it's true. It's true. Also love waterfalls. I feel like this area could use a waterfall. Okay, there we go. I think that's a decent path for the water to flow. So if you like look down here, you can kind of see. I think that's like a decent paths. So when you're doing landscaping in Minecraft and you're trying to come up with like kind of a river for terraforming, one thing to think about is when a river turns. So like this is more of a stream, but it still applies. They'll always kind of bow out a little bit. It's because when the water is higher, it'll slowly erode and be a little wider. So always try to do it like a little bit of a bow when you do a turn. There's never like a really like sharp turn of a river. So just something to keep in mind when you do your little current turns and things like that when you're designing your river waterways in your world. There we go. Bring that across there. Sweet. And it's getting mighty dark, but I believe we have a bed just yonder. There we go. There we go. There will be a dock. There will be actually there's a pier design that I want to do eventually, but it is a little bit out still from getting that all the way done. We need a bucket, so that's a thing. So we need to go get a water bucket. Flood it. Yes, we just need an actual bucket first. No buckets, Scar said. Yeah, definitely. If there is anything you guys want to see at the end of the stream when we do finish, yeah, definitely let me know. Yeah, we'll do a tour. I know we've already had somebody mention they want to see the Scarland transportation system, so we'll definitely do that. Pentonville would like to see that, so we're going to see that. And then, Scarland transportation system takes us anywhere, so you can just let me know where you want to see. The farm room. Is that like the tree farm, like all the different levels of the tree farm with different trees and stuff? Oh, it looks like there's a lot of trees, a lot of tree farms in there. All right, we'll see the mother tree for sure. Oh, the sand mines. That reminds me. In the Shaders Tour of Scarland that went up on YouTube today, if you haven't seen it yet, definitely check that out. And I just hit the microphone. I apologize so very much. Anyway, I forgot to show that. So I'm going to take a screenshot of that and post it on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, all that good stuff later today. So, oh, hey, Concert, we'll see you later. Thank you so much for coming out. Really appreciate it. Everybody say goodbye to Concert. Say goodbye. But yeah, so I will definitely post that on the Instagrams and the Twitters today, so you guys can see that, because I apologize that I didn't show that in the tour today. I just forgot at the end. Oh, where all the animals are. Okay, we'll do that next time we're above the tent. I thought you meant the tree farm. So this little section right here is just a dam. They were trying to keep it, kind of together. So we'll open that up a little bit later. As you can see, this is only 1 block deep. Eventually, we'll kind of carve this out so it's actually, fully, has a nice depth to it. So it's not just 1 block. I think 2 to 3 is a perfect number for a small like river stream like this. And of course, there'll be little areas where we can kind of like cut out like right there, and maybe a little bit more right here. Just little things like that. And we can do little waterfalls once we get closer to that design. See, this is kind of the final product. All it really needs is just some water in here. Will the Bad Times with Scar ever return? Ivan asked. Oh, Ivan. I don't know, Ivan. Maybe someday. Maybe someday. I think it would be fun to put all like bloopers on there. So maybe I'll revive it. I'll have to to find all the right, stuff for it, like the passwords and all that good stuff. But yeah, bad times maybe will return. We'll see. I never really ever got it going to its full extent as I kind of wanted it to, but eventually maybe. Do you know the story behind this? So I made this channel way back in the day called Bad Times with Scar, and it was supposed to be where I put all of my like bad Call of Duty games. I thought it would be fun to like put, like fails on it and stuff like that from playing Call of Duty, but maybe.